Good evening, sir. Good evening. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, friends. Welcome to our last session today. So please allow me to introduce our chief guest of today's session, Mr. Dr.V.K. Arora. He is the technocrat, bachelor in engineering and master in business with PhD in entrepreneurship. He is actively serving the Indian entrepreneurial and startup ecosystem from last 20 years. He has conducted over 2,000 workshops, boot camps, mentorship sessions, FDPs, MDPs, and short-term courses since 2002 in the domain of innovation, entrepreneurship, startup, incubation, and venture development. Dr. Arora is associated with several successful entrepreneurs, startup incubation centers, investors, institutions, universities, and government department for hand-holding and advisory support. He is empaneled as a resource person, expert member, and advisor with numerous committees. Presently, he is associated with leading incubation centers supported by Delhi government and the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. IGDTUW Mission Foundation as Chief Executive Officer from last 6 years. So big round of applause for him. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So, my dear students, I hope that you all are having some enthusiasm to start your own business venture. Kajal, if you can mute yourself. Yeah, you all must be enthusiastic to have your own startup. So I guess that by today you all have completed total 11 sessions, and this is session number 12, as per the information given to me by BBoss Technologies. So in this session, we will talk about the term sheet and its components. And before that, I will also give some idea about the valuation, some pre-money and post-money valuation, which is important component actually when we are going to decide, when we are going to discuss about the term sheet and it. So, term sheet is signed when, and what is the purpose of signing these term sheet? Right. First of all, you take it like this, that startups are having number of options when they are thinking to get some fund for their own startup company, and in which two components are very important. First is in the form of loan, for which we go and we try to connect with number of banks. Banks are having several schemes. Some of the schemes are linked with the government, and some of the links are also linked with the government, but not directly with the government, with the other channels. So right now we are having number of schemes like Mudra loan, Prime Minister Employment Generation Program loan, MSME loan, Stand Up India loan, and many other loans which banks are providing on their own within their own system. Now, when you talk about other part, that is investment is like this, that someone or some firm or through some government scheme, they are coming to you and they are giving you some fund, say 50 lakh rupees, 1 crore rupees, 10 crore rupees. And what they are expecting some equity against it. Equity means you are having a private limited company. And for that company, if total 100% shares are right now with you people means among the members, among the directors. And what they say that 10%, 20%, 25%, 30%, this much equity we want to buy in your organization. And for that, we are giving you this much fund. So this is known as what the investment. As you must be knowing about the investment, you go to the property market and you invest. You go to the share market and you invest. Right? Where you are going to invest, you purchase some gold, and what you say that you are going to invest. So if you are investor, what is there in your mindset? Why you are investing? You are investing because of the two reasons. First reason is this, that you are expecting some fund, some money, which is more than your saving. Means in return, you will get something more than what you will get in normal interest rate, what the banks are giving you, or with the normal kind of, saving process what you are getting. If you are going to invest something, that means you are expecting something at higher side. And second point is this, that with the higher side, risk is also involved. So investors are also ready to understand that what the risks are associated with my investment amount. And if we invest, say, 1 crore of rupees, it is possible that later on tomorrow we may lose some amount, we may lose some money, right? So this is also possible. So for that also they should be ready. Such kind of investment, such kind of mindset they are having, and for that they are coming to you, and they are intending that they want to buy some equity in your company. Now, how will you get them? How will you get that money? So that money startups can get from four ways right now. Number one is what? Number one is the incubation centers. Number of incubation centers are there, and those incubation centers are having number of schemes. Some schemes are funded by government, some schemes are funded by corporate world, some schemes are from the international organizations. And that money they are giving as a seed fund to you, or they are going to give you actually to you in the form of investment or maybe any other means. So that is one what is possible. Second is this, that government is directly investing in your startup company right now. Maybe the route is through incubation center, but yeah, this is also possible. Third one is individual investors. In general language, what we say that they are angel investors. Individually, I am coming and I say that Dr. V.K. is interested in your company. We want to buy 10% of the equity, and this is how it is going to happen. And the third part is this, when we are talking about the institutional investors, which are generally a private equity kind of structure they are having, but they are having some institute. So that institute, if you say it is an organized institute, what we say that they could be venture capital fund, venture capitalists. What you can say that they are the anchor investors. What you can say they are the cornerstone investors, market institution investors. So such kind of options are also available. To the end, what you will find that foreign portfolio investors, they are also coming to your company startup, and if they are interested, they are also saying that this is also possible that will be getting. So this such kind of options are available to you. But the important part is this, that whenever you are looking for some investment, it is generally against equity only. Now, this is a separate issue, that this equity could be immediate. Immediate means immediately I am going to invest in your company. Give me equity. Give me equity. So this is one thing. Second part could be like this, that today I am going to invest in your company, and we are saying that in the next round of funding, we are expecting some equity. And what will be the pricing at that time, that we will consider at that time the situation. And for both the cases, we are going to sign term sheet. I hope it is clear to you. If immediately one is going to buy equity, then two term sheet is required to be signed. And maybe in future means in the form of CCD, that is convertible, compulsory convertible debentures, or I safe in this format. If you want to invest, investors are going to invest in your company. For that also we are having term sheet. There is a little variation in both kind of term sheet format. I hope this is clear. I am coming, I say that I want to invest. This is the money I am going to invest in your company, 10 lakh of rupees. Give me 10% of your equity. Term sheet is signed, and later on some definitive documents that will be signed, which will be the legal document. And this is also possible that today I am going to sign a term sheet, and maybe after some time, say after 1 year, 2 year, or 3 year, or within 3 year time period, whenever the next round of funding will come, or maybe the next round of funding will not come, at that time I will get equity. But till that time, I am getting something else, maybe some debenture or maybe some equity notes from you. I hope this is clear to you. And what I am saying, that there is a little variation. But now another part is this, that you should know about the valuation about your company. I do understand that the valuation part is not very clear, not very strict kind of structure it is having, that this is the valuation of your startup. But generally, for your information, these all 21 points are very important when actually you are going to understand what is the valuation of your startup company. Method is not this. What are the methods? There are some separate methods since the time is less. So these are the 6 very, very commonly known worldwide methods. Using any of these methods, what you can get the valuation of the company. And who will do the valuation of your company? that will be done by a valuer. Valuer means a separate third party. A third party evaluating yourself through any of these six methods, or maybe any of these two methods in the hybrid kind of mode. And then what they are saying, that the valuation of your company right now is say 1 crore of rupees or 1.25 crore of rupees. So how it is coming, we are following any of these methods. And generally in all these methods, these are the components which are coming. So once you know that this what is the valuation of your company, it gives you some idea that how you are going to put bargaining power with your with your investors, right? So there are also, this is what I am mentioning, that is related with the pre-money valuation. If you say that 1 crore rupees is the valuation of my company and you are expecting 20 lakh of rupees, then how much fund you will be getting in lieu of that. So this calculation can be done here in the term sheet. None of the point you will find which is showing you difficult kind of mathematics. No, it is very simple mathematics, right? So now I am, if I am directly coming to the term sheet, whether these all are the things which we do when you are in the investment process. These all are the things, total 10 points, which we do one by one. But two important parts are there. That number one is what? Number one is clarity about the investment required. How much investment you require and at what time. 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 1 crore, 2 crore. If I am an investor, I want that clarity of business in the startup where I'm going to invest, and clarity about the investment, that where will you invest that money which you are going to get from me as an individual investor, or maybe as a venture capitalist. Second part is this: when you are going to close the term sheet, there are two important parts. Number one is this, that bargaining power is also from the company, that is from the startup, and bargaining power from the investor is also there. So you are going to meet at some point, and that some point is going, we are going to mention in the term sheet. I hope this is clear. You say that the price of potato, 1 kg potato is 50 rupees, and another one is saying that 1 kg potato is 30 rupees. So where you are going to meet? If you are going to meet at 35 rupees or 38 rupees, so where you are going to meet, where you are going to write this, that we are agreeing on 38 rupees per kg, and you both are signing it, that is known as what the term sheet. So I hope you understand the term, this particular term of term sheet, right? So if I come to the component of term sheet, let us see, this is the general format of term sheet, right? So it is not at all a legal document. You can sign a term sheet. It is written over here in the term sheet. It is very clearly written that if any definitive document is not signed, I hope you understand about the definitive document, which cannot be changed, which cannot be improved, which cannot be altered. If any of such kind document is not signed within 60 days or within 90 days or within 30 days, the value of term sheet is going to be diluted. The value will not be there. It is just zero. And nobody is going to take any legal action against one another or each other, right? I hope this is clear. So in the first point, in the serial number one, you say about the transaction details. What is the business? Business is a company. Business could be like a LLP, right? Whatever the business, you can write over here. Then date of incorporation, when this company was incorporated, right? 5 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, when it was incorporated. Who are the promoters? If number of promoters are there, at least you can write one or two major promoters. Then after the current capital structure, what is the authorized capital and paid up capital? Then instrument, what kind of instrument is there? If you are going to sign some term sheet, that you can write, which is related with some definitive document, that is immediately you are going to purchase some share, maybe share purchase agreement or share subscription agreement, immediately you are going to follow after 30 days, that is possible. Or maybe later on you want to convert it, and today we are expecting some CD kind of, or some safe kind of structure where you are going to buy, or you are expecting some investment. So that is also that you will have to write. Proposed transaction. What is the proposed transaction? If I am a person, I am saying that a proposed transaction is of 50 lakh rupees. That is 50 lakh rupees I am going to invest. If pre-money valuation is done, it is fine. And if pre-money valuation is not done, but then too, it is fine. Why? Because to understand what is the pre-money valuation of your startup, there is one more method which is linked with the post-money valuation. Means if I am going to buy 20% share of your company and I am going to invest 50 lakh of rupees, then automatically 20% is related with the 50 lakhs, then automatically the valuation of the company will come how much? 2.5 crore. And if 2.5 crore rupees is the post money valuation, 2.5 crore minus 0.5 crore, that is 50 lakhs, 2 crore rupees is coming as a pre-money valuation. That is also, this method is also very much there, and it is accepted. It is accepted method because now you are getting something in reality. You are getting 50 lakh rupees against 20% of the equity. So that is also possible. But then too, if you want to do it through some valuer, through some registered valuer, so that can also be done. Then use of investment amount where you are going to use it and where you are not expected to use it. Right? If some terms and conditions are there, you can write here. Some annexes you will have to put. That annexes can also be put, which can be annexed with the term sheet. And advisory equity, say if B boss is going to play some advisory role, then you can expect that B boss is also going to take 2%, 3%, 5% equity when you are going to close your deal with any of the investor, right? So this is the serial number one. Praveen sir, how much time we have?
We have 8 minutes more.
Okay, but if possible, we can again reconnect because this topic is very, very clarity is required in each and every point.
Okay, sir. Okay,
So
sir. We will
meticulously, if you cannot understand, means you will not be benefited.
Okay, okay.
Then
Sir.
the second component comes, which is directly I am writing when you are going to sign some definitive document after this, immediately after this. So here the key considerations are what number one is about the board composition. Board composition means this, that right now you are having a private limited company where one mentor is there with 5% equity, 2, 3 directors are there with this much percentage of equity. And if I am going to invest in your company, then I may ask you some equity, say 20% or 25%. And as per the AOA, the Article of Association, it is, or it may come or may not come to the veto power of your company. Maybe 20% or 25% is the veto power of the company. And what I'm saying that if I am going to purchase 20% equity in your company, then I will be getting a veto power. Maybe it is also possible that I would actually want to become a member in your board, or maybe I just want to become a board observer. Board observer means I'm just seeing that what activities are happening over there. Why? Because I am an investor. I am also means well-wisher of your company. I also want to suggest. I also want to put my points. So likewise, the second point which comes, that is about the preemptive rights. Preemptive rights is what it is, a pro rata type of this. It is like this, that you are a startup company and I have invested 10% equity in your company. I have taken 10% equity in your company. So today in the year 2022, I have purchased a 10% equity in your company. And tomorrow, maybe after 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you are again raising some investment round. And Praveen sir is going to invest and he is expecting 20% of your company. So when he is going to purchase 20% of your company, then it is possible, there is possibility that my 10% will be diluted in total overall percentage of equity. Okay, the value of share will be the same, but percentage equity that may come down. And I want today means year 2022, I want my equity to be 10% all the time in your company. So if this is there, then I can mention it right now in the term sheet. Maybe the same thing will be there in the share purchasing kind of equipments, and that whenever you will be raising some other kind of other kind of round, you will always offer me that much equity by which I have a right to maintain my 10% at the price what you are going to offer to the third party, that is to the Praveen sir. If in after 3 years, Praveen sir is going to purchase some share in this much amount, and the first offer will be given to me. If I am having money and if I am interested, I can buy. If not, then too it is open, and Praveen sir or the third party may come and they can buy these shares. I hope this is clear. Anti-dilution protection is something like this, that if tomorrow you are going to the downtrend means you are in loss, then here not related with the equity percentage wise, here the value wise. If that situation will come, some extra shares will be converted, will be given to me, so that I can maintain my value of my investment in your company. And this is known as what the anti-dilution protection. So that is always there, and investors, they are very interested to know and to understand the terms which are there in the preemptive rights and anti-dilution. I hope this is clear. And the third point is also very interesting, because when we are as an investor, when we go and we invest in any startup company, the problem comes like this, that startups are the promoters of the startups are very young, and startups are also very young. So it happens that many times, the mindset of the promoter of the startup is not with the company for, say, for longer periods, say for 6 months, for 1 year, for 2 years, or for 5 years. So what we want, that actually we are not going to invest in the startup company. We are going to invest to one of the promoter, or to some of the promoters. Say Rajiv and Sachin, these two guys, they have started some company. I know Rajiv, I know other person. And after 3 months, after 6 months, after 2 years, if Rajiv says, along with his partner, that, sir, I am not interested to continue in this business. Now, what will happen happen about my money? The money which I have invested in your company, that was not only to the startup, but that was also to the promoter of the startup. Right? So I want some assurity. I want this much assurity that for the next 3 years, for next 4 years, for next 5 years, which is generally 4 years, for next 4 years, promoters will be there in this company. Right? And I know the promoters, I know the capability of the promoters, which is generally taught in the subject of qualities and characteristics of the entrepreneur. And that is why I'm interested to do it like this. And that is again reflected in the next point, what you can say, that the promoter locking period, for how much period promoters will be locked at least. Locked means they will not be able to sell their equity. They will not be able to leave the position of, say, CEO or some executive director or something like that. Unless it is not taken, we are not taken as in confidence. We means the investors are not taken. So these are the 5 points which are important. Vesting, as I've told you, for how long period the promoter of the startup, that will be vested, right? That will be having a vesting period for 4 years, for 3 years. It is like that. Now the two important components. Sir, shall we discontinue or continue again in the next? Praveen sir?
Sir, we
Praveen
can
sir,
continue after 3 minutes.
okay. Sir, we can discontinue and again continue, sir. That will be free mind discussion.
Okay, no issues.
So in the next part, we will talk about the ROFO and ROFR. Speak ROFO and ROFR. Okay.
So we participants, please reconnect with my new link only. Friends.